you started?
It's funny. There was a meme that I saw one time, and it said, I left my 9 to 5 to work 24/7 for myself, which is essentially what you're doing. But I think it was really important for both of us to have the corporate time before we started working for ourselves, because we really get to appreciate it. So there's a lot of times, I mean, it was actually something that was hard for us to grapple when before we went to Blue Morpho to do ayahuasca, is the fact that we were off grid for a week, and that was the first time that we had been off of social for 7 days, where we had not been working on our business for the past 4 years. We had literally worked every single day at it, which, again, it's things that are inspiring, it's creative, but we're working every day. We're constantly checking the emails. For every single day of those 4 years, I was editing some type of photos.
Always editing.
Always editing some type of photos,
Always.
whether it was for a client, whether it was for our social media, whether it was for stories or something. I was always in it. I was always working at it. And I liked it. It was creative, which was a huge gap that I had missing from my old life. But as you said, you work hard, but it's for something that you're passionate about. It's something that you care about. And again, we knew what the alternative was. And so as we're sitting there on those days when it's really hard, when it's midnight and we've told our client that, hey, you're going to have all of your photography edits by the next day, and I still don't have it done. So I know I'm going to be up till 1, 2 a.m. trying to get it done to make sure that we meet the deadline. Those days, it's not exactly fun, but at the same time, I know that that's what I'm choosing, that. And I would choose it every single time, because I love the fact that we get to travel, we get to see these places, we get to do it together, which when we were in our old life, as Davis had said, we barely saw each other.
We had like 2 or 3 hours a day together.
Roommates. That was on a good day because I was traveling so much.
But you were mentally gone.
Yeah.
You come home, your brain was fried. And I had been talking to people on the phone all day, and we would just sit there and stare at the wall, and then we'd go to bed, and then she'd have a conference call with like China at 6:30 in the morning, and then
that's actually not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Davis literally came home to me staring out the wall a couple of times because my brain was so fried.
Yeah, she just couldn't talk. She's like, I just want to watch something. And I'm like, why don't you care about our relationship? I mean, it's a whole different thing.
But anyway,
the alternative is super motivating. So knowing where we came from is like, okay, we can do that if we have to, but we don't want to. So we're going to do this as hard as we can work. And we're working harder than we did for our old jobs. And that was still like, we were hustling and we were making it happen back then. But this is a lot more fun for sure.
But we love it. And we never take for granted how, I guess, how exceptional of an opportunity it feels like we have, that we can travel and have this life. It feels like unreal.
It's like we're ice skating in the clouds. That's how I think of it. Like, that's not even possible, but it is possible. And that's how it feels.